All right. Hopefully everybody can hear me. If you're in the comments or in the chat, give me a thumbs up if everything sounds good so far, mic wise. If you could hear everything, we just played the trailer. If you haven't watched the movie, Ruby, that's what this is about. Go watch it after this. Um, but yeah, awesome. Thank you guys for being here. I want to give people a couple seconds and minutes to get in here and get in the chat and ask some questions if they haven't already. But introducing Jacob, the director, writer, and producer of the movie, and Madison, the co-writer, myself as well. I was in the movie, and the owner of Monarch. So yeah, welcome you guys.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Everyone knows who I am. So let's go ahead and let's introduce Madison.
Hi, guys. I'm Madison. I kind of helped Jacob write the film.
You helped me, okay? You had very key story structures into how the movie went. You're a very important piece.
There is another member that's going to be joining this at some point. Carly Driver, the main lead actress of the movie. She is currently on a plane. So hopefully she can get here at some point. So if you do have questions, definitely ask those for her as well. And if she's not here, we'll definitely try and get her to answer them at some point. But yeah, this is kind of like a Q&A. We did a private screening not long ago, and a bunch of people just immediately started asking questions pretty much right after watching the movie. So Jacob and I thought it would be a good idea to put a live stream together. Obviously, this is on Jacob's channel, so a lot of his viewers are on here or will be on here, knowing that he does movie reviews and has made his own short film. Not his first, but definitely our biggest so far. So it's on Jacob's channel. A lot of people through there. And then it's also on the Monarch channel. So we're going to have some people joining in on that side as well. So yeah, if you guys are in here, if you have any questions, definitely pop them in the chat. We're going to try and go through those. Jacob's had some questions that came to him before this as well. He's going to read through those. And we're just going to answer as much as we can. And then there is also going to be a little treat for everybody in the stream at the end. That's not going to be premiere, I guess, of it. It's not out yet, but once the stream is over, it will be out. But we're going to give you guys a little treat here at the end. So make sure that you're staying in tune and checking that out. So yeah, Jacob, I don't know, you want to start it off?
First off, just want to say thank you, Madison and Isaac, for joining me tonight. They're my bestest of friends. This is the first time on my YouTube channel I've ever done a live stream and have included other people in a type of video like this. So this is going to be awesome. So I want everyone to be nice to my friends, please. We know the rules here in the channel, so just be cool and everything. But I feel like we should just go around and talk a little bit experience. We'll let some people come in, whatever. We'll jump on the comments in a minute. But yeah, so first I just want to say thank you for everyone coming, and let's start off with this. Isaac, you played Ambrose King, and I just have to ask, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, man, it was super fun playing Ambrose. I was super excited because should there have been a spoiler warning at the time? No, probably not.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, it's been out for like 2 weeks. So spoilers.
Yeah,
but go watch it still if you haven't watched it.
Yeah. Well, now that we've put that out there, it was a lot of fun. I remember when you guys came up with the script and you presented it with me or presented it to me. I read through it and I was instantly hyped. I was like, "Yep, let's do this. Let's absolutely do this." Vampire has kind of been like something I've always wanted to play. So getting the opportunity to do that with you guys, with my friends, with my closest friends here in Greenville was sick. Making that come true. But it was a lot of fun being Ambrose because it was cool being a nice, charming, someone said Chad in a comment. I don't see myself as a Chad, but maybe they saw Ambrose as a Chad. But it was cool being that and then completely switching it and being this like, bloodthirsty demon man. It was super fun. It was so much fun filming this as Ambrose.
Awesome. I say there would have been no one else to play Ambrose but you. So
thanks, man.
No one else.
I'll say no one else.
Thanks.
Madison, the wonderful Madison Floyd, the most creative person I know personally. When we first started, I literally remember giving you a draft and I said, "Hey, read this and tell me what you think." And there was pros and cons. But what is something about this project that made you want to be attached to it? Like, what is something that you, when you read it, you were like, I have to be a part of this somehow, even though obviously we all work together, but like this one, this story particularly, what made it inspiring for you to do?
I think just the aspect of it being a vampire movie, because you know we've all seen we've all seen Abigail, we loved it, and coming out of that movie, we were like, we need to create a vampire film, and just doing something different, especially with you guys, is the main thing that kind of drew me to the script. And you also did an amazing job writing it, so it wasn't hard to like fall in love with it.
Thank you. But I appreciate you because you literally helped create a story structure, which I believe we'll get into at some point. But yeah, I just want to really introduce to both of these people because obviously this channel is morally for movie reviews. But at the end of the day, whenever you guys hear me talk about what I want to be doing in the future is making movies, it's these people. These people are the reason this stuff was created. You can have an idea, but the support around you really creates what the movie is. And this movie would not be what it is without Madison and Isaac and Carly. Like without these people, it wouldn't be what it is. So I just have to give a big thank you to both of you. I'm glad you like doing it.
Yeah, man. Piggybacking off of what Madison just said about the vampire thing, I thought it was super weird, coincidental, and cool that it was Abigail, then us filming Ruby, and then Sinners, like all within a compact time. And it was like, yo, this
Ooh.
vampire stuff is happening like right now. It's just
Yeah.
Vampire Central.
I
So
say,
that was super cool.
and Nosferatu.
Yeah, and Nosferatu. Yeah, it was all
Yeah.
vampire stuff in that year.
So if anyone doesn't realize, we actually filmed Ruby in October and November of 2024. So just give everyone a little heads up. We actually filmed this years ago. It's just gone through its festival run to get to the point of we releasing on YouTube, which I just have to say, I will continue to repeat this throughout the entire stream. You guys are freaking killing it with these views. Wow. Like, thank you. You guys showed up. Like, my goodness, the stream wouldn't be happening without that response. Wow.
Absolutely.
So let's get right to it. Isaac, start at the very top. You're our leader. You're the CEO. Start with these comments. Let's go ahead and get these live people, and then I'll get to some questions I have on my phone through these last few weeks. So go ahead and start with the live people. Go ahead and start at the top.
Cool. If you're, I don't know if anybody's just now joining, but if you are, make sure you're asking questions. We're going to try and get to them if we can. Starting off, we've got Trev Movies. Hope you guys enjoyed my review on the movie question. What did you use for blood? Quick side note, Trev Movies, I did watch it. I think Jacob also watched it. I believe Madison and Carly also watched it.
Yes.
Appreciate the review, man. It was awesome. It was a
Thank you.
really good put together review. Pretty comical as well. So we do definitely appreciate you making that review for us. But Jacob, go ahead for that question.
The simple answer actually is really Spirit Halloween. I say you probably wanted more of a good answer from that, but no, we're not the level of Walking Dead where it's like corn syrup and all that kind of stuff. No, it's just Spirit Halloween. Now, the blood that was used for the mouth, because Spirit Halloween, genuinely, you can't just take that and then put it in people's mouth, but those are higher priced. So the other version was just Amazon. All I did was look up non-toxic blood, and so I bought like a gallon. I still have it, but like yeah, not to disappoint your answer, not to be all we didn't create the blood. It's just Spirit Halloween and Amazon.
Didn't taste good. If in case you were curious about that as well, it sucked putting it in my mouth.
Madison, did you ever taste the blood?
No, I did not taste the blood. I'm glad I didn't.
Because I remember that night when we filmed the ending. Didn't we like share the blood? We started like pouring people's mouth, like, "Hey, Dylan, hey, Cross, you want to start putting blood?" Like we started testing blood.
I think people wanted to try it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what sucked is because like he was saying, it's just a bottle of pre-made fake blood, and so it was really good on like skin, so it was really easy to apply to your skin, and it made it look real. But then once you put it in your mouth, it's super thick. I mean, it's like maple syrup. So I had to sit in my mouth for a while, and I had to let it mix with my saliva to get it to thin out, so that when I opened my mouth, it would drip. So I just had to sit there with my mouth full of this disgusting blood and just wait until it was ready, and then it was action. So yeah, it wasn't the most fun, but it was also kind of fun at the same time.
Love that. But yeah, appreciate the review, Trev. Really, we really do. Like any type of like public reception from the movie, we read it all, the good and the bad. And so for you to do a full on review, post it on your channel, and put it out there, it helped. It helped because something went right in our algorithm.
Another question from Trev: who out of everyone do you think had the most fun making the movie, acting wise? That's
well,
that's a tough question.
Madison was no. Madison, were you in Ruby? Why do I not remember this?
No, I was not in Ruby.
You had a voiceover though at the beginning.
Yeah,
I did,
voiceover.
in the
Yeah,
beginning.
voiceover. So my answer is Madison. My answer is Madison. It's definitely not the blonde girl in the movie. No, it's Madison.
I did have fun doing my little news reporter voice.
You were the first person I asked to do that, by the way, because
Yeah.
obviously your work of field. So that was something I really was happy for you to be able to do.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I will say I had to redo it like 10,000 times.
It's okay. Every person that did the narrating did it more than 3 times, I promise.
It kind of sucks having to answer this question without Carly here, who played the lead, but I'm not gonna say that I had more fun than her. I'm sure she had a blast filming this. But it was, like I said, it was a lot of fun being Ambrose, and having my big moment, my big reveal. Super cool to have my kill, super cool to be a cool guy, and super cool to be a not cool guy. I think the most fun part for me was the church scene, for sure. Filming that, one, because it was like the big monologue of Ambrose, and we actually had some acting, specialists, if you would, on set, and would help kind of bring out the character a little bit through my performance, through Carly's performance, and that helped quite a bit. But also, it was just super fun, just getting in the mode of this super evil guy hunting this poor innocent woman, and then just absolutely being a nightmare of a person, which might sound bad that I'm saying that's fun, but it was a lot of fun to portray that a little bit. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that I had the most fun, but yeah, it was a good time. Definitely a good time.
I mean, to answer as the actor perspective, I did not have fun because I literally wrote that ending with all my intentions of being behind the camera, and then turns out I was the guy getting killed. So I couldn't be the one behind the camera making those shots, or I made the shots, I just couldn't be the one actually grabbing the camera. So no, as an actor, I did not have fun at all. And I had to sit in a spot for like an hour and a half. Like it.
Yeah. That ending scene, Jacob, I mean, it took a couple takes where Ruby's dancing in front of, Sean's dead body. It took a couple reshoots of that, and Jacob was just sitting there laying lifeless for a solid hour at least. So yeah, that probably wasn't fun.
No, but in reality, it was so much fun. I think the last time I remember, it was 14 total days of recording. Like there was multiple weekends because we couldn't obviously film on weekdays, but weekends we filmed. And yeah, I think it came out to be like 14 days total.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks, Trev Movies 263, which is how it's coming up here. But again, thank you for the review. If you guys haven't checked his stuff out, definitely go do that. Also watch his review of Ruby. It's 100% accurate. So yeah, thank you, man. Jacob, do you want me to continue with the chat, or do you want to grab one from what you got?
Go ahead and we can go through these live comments pretty fast. There's not tons of detail so far, but yeah, just go ahead and keep going through the live, and then we'll get to the other questions.
Got it. Let's do it. All right, next up, let's see. We got How Wheezy. Jacob, what was the spark that made this particular story one you had to tell, and how did it change from the first draft to the final cut?
What was the spark that made this particular story one had to tell? What was the spark that? Sorry, I'm one of those processors where like I'm on the red carpet. I'm gonna take like 25 seconds. So Madison, if you know the answer right off the bat, even though he says my name first, you had a big part in writing. So, I'll go first, Madison. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, we did make some significant cuts. One that I do remember is I know Jacob, when he originally wrote the script, he wanted to kill a priest inside of the church.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know about that, Jacob. So we did change it to where, Isaac is not killing, but starting Carly's transformation into the vampire in the church. So that was a big one.
No, yeah, that was my answer. I was thinking about it. I was like, what did I couldn't do? I will say Madison was a person I was like, I don't think we can do that. But in reality, we couldn't do that because we literally couldn't find a priest outfit, and we probably had to get another actor to play the priest. So listen, we'll get into some details on how we filmed that church scene if someone wants to really get into it. But I will say that was pushing the boundaries, and we already pushed it hard. So to answer your question, in my point of view, what was the spark that made this particular story one you had to tell? I am a huge fan of horror movies, and I have come around these last 4 years to realize that the subgenre of vampires is my particular favorite. It just so happens these last 3 years that we've gotten banger after banger. So all I can really say is I was inspired by a movie named Abigail, obviously, and I took inspiration from that movie and I tried to really make my own movie with that. And I just wanted to do something with a vampire because when I look at a bunch of short films now, a lot of short films are really dramatic or full on comedies and such like that, which one day I want to get more into. But I wanted to make a big impression by doing something that would really push our skill set. And I think we really did, because every time we were filming for 6+ hours. So I mean, we worked hard on it.
Sweet.
Also, I just want to say, because I know this is the channel, so How Wheezy, thank you for the question. Also, you said, hey, Jacob. View of the Drew, always great to see you. Mr. Luke Ponto, always good to see you as well. Thank you, all three. I see your comments. Don't worry.
This isn't a question, but Leo says Madison has fabulous dimples.
Stop. Thank you. Don't make me blush.
Leo does have a question. Isaac, oh, that's not a question. That's also a comment. Isaac was super good and scary in his role as Vampire Wolf. Thank you. Here's the question. With this movie, is Jacob trying to low-key tell us that he's a vampire? Because he never ages.
Thank you. That's like a compliment on itself, but the question itself is, I don't sparkle, so no, I'm not a vampire.
Dang. Trev Movies back with another one. I know you said you finished the movie in 2024, but do you see any similarities to Sinners in Ruby? Good question.
So I don't remember, but Madison, have you seen Sinners yet?
Y'all don't fight me, but no, I have not seen Sinners yet.
Okay, that's fair. Isaac, you have seen it, so I know you said you finished the movie in 2024, but do you see any similarities? Honestly, no.
The only similarity I would say I see is just like the change of eye color. Like the only I think it was Michael B. Jordan was blue and we chose blue, but that was just a massive coincidence.
That was a massive coincidence. It really was. It's funny because people have commented saying like, wow, you're really just trying to jump off the Sinners bandwagon. We swear on everything. We made this movie way before Sinners. So yeah, to answer your question, there was nothing I personally, but the eyes made a great point. The eyes is something that actually is a question I have on the phone. So we'll get to it. But yeah, that's something I can totally see. And then we'll do this the last, and we'll start answering my question on my phone.
If y'all see any similarities, definitely let us know.
Yeah, please.
It'd be cool to see what you guys definitely think. At least as far as execution goes, there was no intentful similarities, obviously, because we did this before Sinners came out. But that's the only thing that I can see off the top of my head. But yeah, let us know if you see any, because whoops. Next question comes from Nathan's Random Movies.
What up, Nathan?
Hey, Jacob, came in to say I added the movie on Letterboxd.
No, you didn't.
Will you continue making films on a larger scale and potentially expanding the release?
No, you didn't.
That's pretty sweet.
So cool.
So Isaac and Madison, you guys don't really use.
No.
Not really.
Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
First off, thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The real question is, why isn't it 5-star? I'm just kidding. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, man. I'm pretty sure you did that for paralysis as well. So thank you for that. But Ruby's even better because, like, hell, I don't even know how to do that, and I use Letterbox. Okay, so I'm really that makes me so happy. To answer your question, will you continue to make? Oh, of course. Oh, we're you don't even know yet. Say like I can't say anything, but yes, the dream will always be larger scale. I've dedicated my life to making sure my name and I hope Madison and Isaac's name are on a movie theater screen in a theatrical sense. That's the goal in life, I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. I will make the executive decision to say this. I know going into the release of Ruby, we made a goal for ourselves, which was that if Ruby hit 1,000 views, that we were going to think about making a part 2. We probably should have made that number a lot higher because it's like 3,000 now. I'm not confirming that there's going to be a part 2 or not.
We're not confirming anything.
I'm just saying that, you know, just in that mindset of like your question, you know, bigger and bigger films on a larger scale, like, you know, we definitely have a lot in mind for sure. So I'm excited for where Monarch is going, for where Jacob's direction is going, for where Madison's creative writing is going. So we definitely have a lot of stuff in the works.
Madison, I'm letting everyone know right now, Madison has the sauce. That was so cringe, but yeah, Madison. I want everyone to know, if I don't make it, Madison will. El Gato.
Hold on.
But you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it
together, because without you, it's not. There's no spectacular story. But we'll pause for the live stream questions for now. But please keep asking. If you're watching, please ask a question. It doesn't have to be about Ruby, guys. If this is your one chance to see people on my channel, please ask questions. But for the past few weeks, I have gotten a ton of questions through TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So.
X.
Okay, so to make things a lot easier, we are going to make it easy. Let's start with a question. Who wants to go first, Madison or Isaac? Or
Madison does.
Madison does.
That's what I heard.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Jordan Lee asked Madison, what was it like to co-write Ruby together with Jacob? Did you ever disagree on a major story decision, or did you ever have an idea that was left on the cutting room floor?
Well, obviously, it was a blast as usual working with you. As far as was there something we disagreed on?
Did you ever disagree on major story decisions, and was there ever something that you had that didn't get put in the movie? Like you had an idea.
I mean, I think probably the one thing we might have had different opinions on was what we already talked about with the priest. And, you know, you wanting to kill the priest or whatever in the church. But, I mean, I feel like we got along pretty well with writing. Everything went smoothly.
I feel so. I mean, I can't really remember anything that you... So, I'll say this. I had a first draft, and then I gave it to Madison. So, all of Madison's idea, which came more into, like, Ruby's background, that itself was Madison. The original idea was a boyfriend, but Madison was like, why don't we do like a family and everything? And my response to that was, I don't think we can get kids, because when we first started, we were like, there's no way we can get kids. Hell, we can barely get freaking actors sometimes, so how can we get kids? And so Madison was like, no, we should really try. So Madison was the jumping point for trying to get kids, and so we were lucky enough to get those 2 young girls, which their names are going over my head right now, but either way, both of them were fantastic, and Madison was that jumping point. So yeah, sorry to answer a little bit for you, but you know.
No, thank you.
Isaac, let me find a question. All right, here we go. I can't say the first name, but the last name is Thompson in the tag that I got. It says, Isaac, your character Ambrose is so intense. How did you get mad?
How did I get mad?
So how'd you get in that mindset, I guess, to make it?
I will say, I think most people who have tried acting before will say that I just shook my camera. Sorry. Will say that emotion of anger is probably one of the easiest to portray. So as far as how did I do that? Pretty easy, thankfully. Oh, we've got it. Hold on. I'm going to answer the question in a second. We've got an addition.
Hi, guys.
Carly.
Carly has
hello.
entered the stream.
Hello.
Hello. So
I don't know
sorry,
if I can just
guys.
turn you
I was
sideways.
like running from the airport to get to my car, but I'm here. I've been watching the whole time. I've been like listening, so I've heard everything. But very excited to be here. Have my red dress, obviously for Ruby, but yeah, very excited.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet.
Carl, you might want to flip your camera the other
Oh,
way.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think it's going to turn it sideways, sadly.
Don't worry,
Um,
we can still see the red dress. It's okay.
But to answer the question, it didn't take surprisingly a lot to get into the mindset of like just a mean, angry villain. But that's just me personally. I've always been edgy and dark. You know what I mean?
Super edgy.
But it's always been harder for me to portray like the other side, like being before the switch. That was actually harder for me, and being like this charming kind of nice guy that is meeting the new girl and giving her his number and all that stuff. That part was actually a lot tougher for me. So that was actually what I had to kind of get into the mindset of was being like, okay, what is Ambrose trying to be? Because he is a vampire, right? So that's natural to be in that kind of state, which like is creepy and crawly. But it was more so like, how do I be normal knowing that I'm a vampire? Like, what would I do? How would I act? What would I say that didn't come across as this guy's sus? But also, kind of throwing a vibe here and there. So it was a lot of mental backflips to get into both sides of the character, and really figuring out what I needed to do to portray and give the right message, and really check the box of nice or mean or creepy or whatever it may be. So yeah.
Good answer. Well, Mrs. Driver, glad to see you. I'm
you.
actually gonna have Isaac click on Mr. I can't say it, Justin, which I believe I've seen before, but I want Carly to see if she can answer this because Carly actually got to keep the bracelet. So, Isaac, go ahead and read the question.
Question is from Justin Delgado. What's up, Justin? Any significance behind the ballet bracelet? Could it have easily been a necklace instead?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I guess it could have been a necklace, but I feel like the bracelet was more meaningful to my character and like her personality because she was just like super shy and like introverted. She just moved to a new town. And whenever she would get nervous or like shy, she would play with the bracelet. And I feel like that was like a significant thing for her. It was like how she coped with things and just a constant reminder that her dance was always with her on her wrist. And also being a bracelet, like ballet uses a lot of arm movements. And so whenever she wears that, she can see that while she's dancing. Whereas a necklace, you probably couldn't see it unless you're looking in a mirror. So I feel like the bracelet was a perfect representation.
To answer the real question, because that was a great answer.
Thanks.
Amazon offered a ballerina bracelet, and we're like, that's the real answer.
Yeah, correct.
Madison, I remember when we were writing it, you always, because Madison is so good with symbolism, and when she's talking with when Madison writes characters, she loves doing Easter eggs. She loves giving hints at things that can go into the story. And I remember Madison being a huge fan of the bracelet. Madison was like, that was like one of the things like we have to like make sure is a part of the story is that bracelet. And so I'm glad Madison and Carly for sure, like you both like collaborating on this project really got to see how such a small object from a writer's perspective and an actor's perspective. I love that both of you can like really give good answers like that. And I really appreciate both of you for doing that. Mrs. Floyd. All right. So I have a question from me from Maya Rodriguez. She asked me, what was the biggest challenge you faced directing this film? Working with Isaac and Carly.
That's fair.
In all honesty, the real answer is just getting everyone on the same day. And I know that might sound like a general like issue for like working and getting everything together on a scheduled time, but I don't think people realize like on real movie sets it's 12 plus hours. We didn't have 12 plus hours. We probably had 8 or less. And every time we filmed, we had to stay on schedule, but we also wanted to do multiple takes, which we did. And we just needed to always keep moving. So I feel like my biggest challenge was probably trying to make sure everyone's schedule worked, everyone can do these hours, and what we get is good. Because at the end of the day, we wanted to get good stuff. And the pool scene alone shows that we had to redo it. It was that pool thing. I hope no one's even said anything so far. So I'm gonna kind of keep it a secret. But that pool day took multiple days and different locations. So that's all I can really say. But no, my answer is the schedule. The schedule was hard to make everything work perfectly.
I'll give kudos to Carly for that pool day too, because we filmed this in like the dead of winter, and it was an outside pool, and she falls into an outside pool, and yeah, that must have sucked. So
yeah, I will say it was pretty bad. I don't even know how cold it was. Probably like 40, 50 degrees. It was freezing. Like as soon as I hit the water, the instant shock just hit my body. But I was like, I have to lock in. I can't break character, so I don't want to redo this. But yeah, it was not fun. But you know, it looks great on camera, so I'd do it again.
I say the shot of her coming up out of the water and swimming and coming out of the water, that was one take. And we're like, all right, we got to do this in one take because Carly's like gonna die if we leave her in the water. So that was a one take for that shot. But everything underwater, that was different. That was very warm.
Yeah. I didn't die.
All right, let's do another live.
I'm gonna click on this because it's kind of a similar question. But How Easy says, what was the most challenging scene to shoot, and how did you overcome the obstacles on set?
What was the most challenging scene to shoot? I mean, I might have to say the pool one. The pool was a challenge because we had to use we didn't use a GoPro. We used my phone in a baggie. But I will say the church was a little, just because of like our circumstance of how we were filming, and especially with the blood. I feel like that was a challenge. To overcome it, the phone or the water was just do it till you get it right. And then the church itself, that was more of an Isaac and Carly thing, to where their performances, I wanted both. Every scene that's in the church is a critical character point for each of them in the movie. So we wanted to get the perfect shot and the perfect take. And I feel like every time we did a take, there was always a different version from both Carly and Isaac. So I feel like that was a challenge to just find what we wanted in the perfect balance. Because at the end of the day, I'm directing the story I wrote, but I also want to make sure that Carly and Isaac are happy with their performance. So I feel like that one was a little challenging, just so because it was so heavy-handed.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say like on the other end of it, the other side of the camera, I would say that was probably, I don't know if challenging is the right word, but it definitely took the most. Just because, like he said, it was a very monumental part of the movie. It was kind of where everything was hitting the fan, and we wanted to make sure that we got it right. So Jacob, with his directing and camera work and everything, again, we had like some help as well outside of Jacob on set. So it definitely was the heaviest when it comes to like, what's the word, effort. Yeah. So yeah, that would be my answer for sure.
I also agree. I will say the church scene was a lot for all of us, especially myself. I know it required multiple takes, but I wanted to make sure we got it right because it was really important for the movie.
On which part, the monologue or you getting chased by Isaac?
I mean, probably the monologue, because that was definitely like a heavy scene for sure.
I remember I think the take that's in the movie is the one where we walk out of the room, because I'm one of those. Yeah. I've done this before in one of my short. I've done this before in my short films where day 55, where I think it's almost better to give the actor a lot of room, and that even sometimes includes leaving the room. And so when we filmed with Lex and Isaac back in the movie theater for Day 55, we left the bar area to let them do that scene. And then for Ruby, we did the same thing with Carly. We just literally walked out and we'd hit record and we made sure everything sounded good and we walked away. But yeah, Carly killed that part for sure.
Mhm.
Madison, I gotta ask, from your perspective, what was the scene that you found challenging, I guess?
Challenging? I guess like I kind of agree with Isaac, probably the pool, but only because, you know, like you guys said, we could only get it in one take. That was a fun scene to shoot for sure. But, you know, like you guys said, it was freezing outside. We knew that like we can only get this in one take, so it has to be perfect. And that was kind of hard, but obviously we did a good job of getting that done.
You want to do another live, or you got? Because I got plenty of.
I just want to say, I guess, because there's some people coming in. If you're just now joining in, make sure you're asking questions in the chat. Also, there is a treat at the end of the live stream, so make sure you stick around. We're doing a premiere of something that hasn't been seen yet, so make sure you're sticking around. But this isn't a question, but this is Nathan's random movies saying that a similarity he saw from Sinners and Ruby is being a vampire gave her, Ruby, happiness that she hadn't felt in a while. And in Sinners, for certain characters, becoming a vampire was a better outcome, which is a pretty good observation. Yeah, 100%.
Good job, Nathan.
Not a question, but another comment. Trev Movies says, if you guys ever make a comedy or want a goofy horror film, call me. I've literally been called a cartoon before.
We can't say anything, but Trev, keep following us real soon.
The opportunity will be there.
Oh, it will.
Let's see. Here's an actual question from Leo. How did you spiritually grow from this experience / movie during this whole process up to seeing the finished project? What are you going to take with you from this experience? What do you hope others, I'm assuming, what do you hope others take away with them in their hearts after they have seen the movie?
What a question.
Yeah, that's a
I
question.
definitely think Madison should answer first.
Putting me on the spot. Okay. I will say, what are you going to take with you from this experience? I think there are a lot of things that we have kind of learned from, just in general, like with shooting, maybe acting as well. For me, definitely writing. I learned how to, there were things that I feel like we can take from this and go forward and make a better film. We always say that, like, you know, this film was good, but we're going to do even better next time. Like, we're just going to keep getting better and keep getting better. So, yeah.
That's a good answer.
I guess that's kind of what we can take from this experience.
Isaac, you can go next.
What was the question?
How did you spiritually grow?
This process, seeing the finished project. So
what
I guess what are
you taking away?
So this is definitely our biggest project to date, at least release wise. So, and when I say biggest, I don't just mean like longest or biggest in production or biggest in views, but it took the most amount of people. It took the most amount of time. It took the most amount of effort. So this was definitely a much larger scale than we were used to. And, you know, like Madison was saying, like our goal is to always be better. So it was really cool to progressively see each step we were taking, and Ruby being like this milestone that we hit. Not to say that it's the end, like we're definitely taking steps, you know, above and beyond Ruby. But for me, the biggest growth is seeing the progress we've made as a whole for Monarch, but also individually, like me as an actor, Jacob as a director and with the camera, Madison as a writer, Carly as an actor or actress. So just seeing the growth that we've all taken, you know, just from project to project has been something that has been super motivating, something that I'm personally grateful to see. And that's my biggest takeaway. That's all I could ask for Monarch and for us as ourselves. So the finished project, seeing it finally, and then seeing the amount of love and support we've gotten from it has just been absolutely mind blowing. So I mean, this Ruby has just been a blessing, all in all. Yeah.
For my part of the answer, I'll make it short and sweet. What are you going to take away from this experience? I'm going to take away some really fun memories. Just make it plain simple. There's some really fun memories, and to know that we can get better, but we can also do really good stuff. And I think that's what we did with Ruby. And then what do I hope others take away from it? I hope they take away that it's not just a generic horror film. I want people to look at it and be like, there is a story, which people seem to have been telling me, which is great. So I want people to know it's not just for blood and spookiness, it's for a story, characters. So yeah. Carly, go ahead.
For me, I learned a lot about myself as an actor, and I was not a dancer before filming this, and I learned that with a lot of practice, I can pull off a really cool dance that is in the film. I won't spoil it if you guys haven't seen it, but it was really cool. I was really proud of myself that I was able to fully become the character and be able to do that dance, and that's something I'll forever be proud of. And I just had so much fun on set, and it was such a good experience, and Ruby will forever be a part of me and forever be a character that I'm proud of. And I want others to just be inspired by this film and enjoy watching something that's different and be like, wow, like I want to watch more movies like that. So yeah.
Which people can.
Yes.
Very, 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 very soon. Tease.
To add to the question's not over yet. Second or last part of it is, how do you wish for people to remember you and your work reflected on screen?
That I'm not dumb. That I can do decent work sometime. I'm not just a fucking movie reviewer. That's what I would take away.
Fair. What do people just remember me and my work? Decent, I guess. As long as people think I was decent at it,
yeah,
that's cool for me.
I know that's my answer too. Is like I hope people can see that like I'm not just the reviewer guy. I'm not making a joke by that. Like I truly think people just see me as that. So I don't want that to be. But go ahead, Carly.
Yeah, I would like how people can see me as a monster, as that's a very different role than I have typically played in the past. And being able to transform to something different, I like for people to see that I have range and I can do a whole lot of characters. So, yeah.
She is a monster. Madison, go ahead.
Yeah, I just hope that people will appreciate the writing of this. It's always different when you're writing because you're imagining all of it in your head, and then when you actually see it, it's, even better, like just seeing it all play out. So being able to appreciate the aspect of it is what I hope, everyone will see, that the writing was decent and good and enjoyed the film.
Absolutely.
So I got some fun questions. I put it in an area to where this would be very quick questions. So a lot of these are from TikTok. So I really didn't get a ton of the names, so I apologize for that. But this one's pretty easy. What was the film this is for everybody? What was the film you watched to get into character? So more of this is for Isaac and Carly. But Madison, you can answer too for your fun fact.
I didn't watch a whole film. I kind of drew from a lot of different sources. One of them being Heath Ledger's Joker, just because his portrayal of kind of this, crazy man going through a psychosis episode was kind of what I was trying to draw from. So I saw some scenes of that and how he would speak and like some of his mannerisms, and I kind of took that and sprinkled it over to the performance. Also, Vampire Diaries, not a movie, just a show. Trying to be like the cool vampire in high school that the girls think is attractive. So that was something I drew from that aspect of it. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna disappoint people and not say an actual vampire movie, but I didn't actually draw from much when it comes to the vampire itself.
I will add, I just want to say, I feel like your character kind of also drew from Negan from The Walking Dead.
Ooh.
I kind of got
Oh.
Negan vibes.
Ooh. I think we made a joke about that too on set a couple times.
I think,
Wow,
when,
just-
I think, yeah, when you're wearing the leather jacket, I definitely
Yeah,
thought
and I
you
think
made
I
a
did it
joke.
like an impression, like little pig, little pig,
Pig.
let me
Me
in. Yeah.
Where's Rick? Carly, what about you?
Yeah, for me, I watched Abigail, of course. I drew a lot of inspiration from Abigail itself, since she is also a dancer and a vampire. Even though she is a little kid, I drew a lot of my inspiration from her. Um, Also, I watched. I think is it the Black Swan? Also the ballet movie. Is that what it's
Oh
called?
yeah, Natalie
Yes,
Portman.
yes, I watched that one as well. Even though she's not technically a vampire, I drew a lot of my character from her, like as a dancer. And there was one other movie I watched. I'm trying to remember what it was. Honestly, I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, it was Evil Dead Rise. There was one scene in there. Not the whole movie, not the whole movie, but there was like one scene that I remember watching specifically, like for one line. So yeah, there was a scene in there that I drew a little bit of inspiration from as well.
You can't just say not the line. Say the line.
Oh, what was the line? Oh, it was "I need to get out of here." That was the line.
Good job.
Yeah.
I hope
What
everyone
movie
knows
was
me and Carly had to watch 2002 Spider-Man of Tobey Maguire holding Kirsten Dunst's hand because we didn't know how to hold hands in the one shot at the end. So we watched Spider-Man of them grabbing hands in the hospital scene to know how to do it right. Thank you.
I
That's
can
right.
confirm that is true. Listen, we wanted to look good on camera. We were trying to go for a specific look. So, you know what?
Here's another question for TikTok. I couldn't get the profile name, but this is a fun question for Isaac and Carly. What is your character's favorite movie? Doesn't say horror movie. It just says movie.
Huh.
That's a good question.
What is your character's favorite movie? Oh, actually, I'm a character. Oh wait, I'm a character.
Madison's a character too. She's a news anchor.
It's
She's
true.
amazing. So you can just say like the newsroom show, Maz.
Right.
Oh my
Anchorman.
gosh, what a question that is.
What is
Yeah.
your character's favorite shit? I really thought I was like, oh, I'm gonna ask Carly and Isaac. What is mine? What would Sean watch?
Huh.
I think Sean
Yeah.
would. I think Sean would really like The Notebook.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
feel
that's
like-
fair.
Because I feel like Sean liked Ruby, but he was shy. So I feel like
Yeah.
The Notebook would be like his go-to to like learn how to talk to Ruby. That's my answer.
Yeah.
What would Ruby's favorite movie, Carly? What is Ruby's favorite
Yeah.
movie?
I mean, I feel like she would probably enjoy The Black Swan or some sort of dancing movie because she used to love dance just like Natalie Portman did, and then slowly over time she loses herself in a very different way. But I feel like she would have enjoyed that movie, or either that or like on the complete opposite end, a dance movie that was just like wholesome and fun and like uplifting to remind her of something that she used to love. I don't know a specific example of that on my head right now, but I feel like she just enjoyed like a lighthearted, good ballet movie.
Isaac, what is Ambrose's favorite movie?
Rush Hour 3.
What?
For sure, bro.
Okay.
Just kidding. I don't know. I want to say something crazy like Psycho, because he's Ambrose.
Well, he's
But, like-
also he was alive when the film
Right.
was made. So
Part of me feels like he's also somewhat of a like nostalgic romantic, So like something like The Notebook, I feel like he honestly probably would enjoy just to reminisce about when he wasn't a piece of crap and a human. So yeah, I'm kind of torn between the two, but I would probably say for sure Land Before Time.
Okay.
we can so yeah, those are a couple of the fun questions I saw on TikTok, but Isaac, go ahead and do some
Yeah,
a
let's
few
read through
more
some of
live.
these. A lot of these are comments, not much questions, but we have Leo saying that we made it look like it was shot during the summer, which is good job.
I wish it was shot in the summer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
good
think
job.
we all wish that.
We do have a question from Shop Spirited. What's up, girl? She asked, why did Ruby run away? I'm assuming from home?
Um,
I mean, I have the answer, but I actually want to hear like Madison and Carly first.
well, from an actor's perspective, I know it's very different from a writer's perspective why Ruby ran away. But as Ruby, I feel like she ran away because she was just sick and tired of her parents, and since they took dance away from her, she kind of felt like there's nothing left in her hometown or wherever she was from, and she just wanted to escape, just to get away, start a new life, start over, forget everything, and just completely change who she was in a new town. So yeah, I feel like that's why Ruby ran away from an actor's perspective.
And then from Madison.
As far as the background, I don't think we ever made a definite like choice on that, but I will say that what Jacob.
I was going to say I actually wrote Isaac and Carly a 3-page each for both of them background on their character.
You did do that. I remember that. I still have it. I still have that.
But yeah, Madison, from your perspective, when you had that first draft, what would your answer be?
I think in my head, I was just thinking like she had a falling out with her family. Obviously, it's kind of evident that something happened that pulled her away from dancing. So her family had something to do with that, and she needed to get away from that toxicity. So she moved. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that, but anyway, she moved.
Okay, Madison.
She moved away from her family to start a new life in a new town.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to add much more to it, but yeah, there was more of like a depth of just chasing your dreams. It's more of coming from my own perspective, like chasing your dreams. So I wanted Ruby's character to be chasing dreams because every time I've learned, and it's really true, write what you know. And so that was something that I felt the character as me myself. I'm just chasing my dreams, and that's what Ruby was doing. Great question, by the way. I hope everyone's enjoying this live stream, by the way. And we still have plenty of questions on my phone just from last week. But Isaac, go ahead with the more.
I'm gonna run through these. We don't, again, not many questions at the moment, but just want to read through some of these. Dark Room Review says really dug the film. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you.
Trev comes in with another banger saying if you make a sequel to Ruby, you need to call it Tubi. Very good. Very good. Hot Flash, fun fact,
Funny.
another horror movie named Ruby came out in 1977 with Piper Laurie, her film that followed Carrie.
I've never seen it.
Did not know that. Fun fact.
This is a tear-jerking comment. This is for you, Jacob. Binge with Nick says, hey, Jacob, I want to say I loved your short film. I look up to you a lot. I'm quite a film lover. I live in a rural, small country town, so I stick out being a film nerd. I drive 1 hour just one way to go to a theater every weekend, and I appreciate your review and your channel and keep doing short films.
Aw.
Thank you.
That's so nice.
Literally, no one realizes, but like those kind of comments are the reason like I keep doing movie reviews and I keep making short. Well, the dream itself is make short films, but like it's always good to build confidence, and I appreciate that. Binge with Nick. Yeah,
we appreciate your support by proxy to us. So thank you. Trev, another banger. I mentioned this in my review, but I did like how you used the Abigail inspiration without making it obvious.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will tell you this though, Trev. I want you to know something. There's one thing I wanted to say about your review. It's not a negative. I just got to say it. I genuinely did not take the logo of Abigail and use that as my logo for Ruby. We found a logo that worked, and I showed it to Isaac and Carly and Madison. And they were like, "That's sick," and we did it. So, no, we did not take it from the Abigail thing. But the movie itself, yeah, I was definitely inspired.
Just a little bit.
A little bit. Just a little dance here.
All right, what you got, Jacob?
All right. Let's do a Madison question. Were there any scenes or ideas that you loved, but you just could not put in this story? Oh, this is from Tyler Brooks. So, like, my idea was the priest. For you, what was your idea that we just couldn't do? Also, we did write this 2 years ago. So, yeah.
I don't remember any scenes that we didn't do.
So I can't think of. I'm trying to remember, like, because I remember the second draft was when. Second draft was still the boyfriend. The third draft, I think the third or the fourth was the final one. but I don't, because Madison really helped with the idea of it being the family. Like that is what Madison really like hugely changed in the script. So I don't know if maybe something about the eyes, which is coming up. The eyes question is coming soon, but like, yeah, that was something maybe we talked about. Like, maybe did you love the blue eyes at first? Maybe I think you liked yellow, didn't you?
No, I was advocating for the blue eyes.
Okay, okay. I remember someone liking the yellow. I remember that. All right, so yeah, that's pretty easy question. Let's get an Isaac question. Actually, let's do a Carly. Carly, this should be easy for you.
Okay.
What was your favorite scene to film and why?
Oh, great question. So, personally, my favorite scene to film was the very last one, the whole big dance sequence. Um, it was just so cool being able to do that dance and feel like such a different character, a different person, like as an actor, but also like as Ruby. And like I said, I'm not a dancer. For anyone watching this, I did grow up doing dance, but it was very like much for fun. And the person who choreographed this dance, I spent 9 hours learning and practicing this dance. And it's not long. It's maybe like a minute long, but I put so much work and effort into learning this dance and making sure it was perfect and how I wanted it to be. And it was just so much fun filming that dance. I loved every second of that scene. And then at the end, for me, I'm just like staring at the camera covered in blood. Like it was just so much fun. I love that scene forever. Definitely a good moment for
I
me.
love that scene too.
Is that the only movie you've done so far with you having blood on you? Besides paralysis?
No. I mean, I've been a zombie and a different
Oh, well, now I have to
No.
ask, which was better, vampire or zombie?
I would say they're both very different. I would say a zombie is more just like gross and like very like dead, and you're just like kind of dragging your body and like there's not really much happening. But like a vampire, like they can talk and they can be normal and they can transform into a monster. So I feel like the vampire is more fun, but I really like being a zombie too. It was so much fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Isaac, this is a pretty fun question for you from Noah Carter. I think this was either Facebook or TikTok as well. They said, did anything on set genuinely scare you while filming? Because filming as the monster, you're scaring the audience. So what scared you on set is what the question.
There was definitely a point. There's a quick shot in the movie where Ruby's going outside and she hears something outside for the second time, and that's where there's the big like reveal of Ambrose standing behind her, and you don't know if it's a dream or if it really happened or what's going on. Filming that kind of scary because we were outside in like the dark, and when the light turned off, it was terrifying. And I'm dressed up as a vampire, so I'm in like creepy crawly mode, so I don't know what else is out there. But yeah, just filming that, it wasn't anything physically that scared me on set. I think it was really cool to see the transformation on Ruby's end, being the one that was going through the transformation beforehand. Seeing that on Ruby was more cool than it was scary. But yeah, for some reason, filming outside in the pitch black, dressed as a vampire, terrifying.
I agree.
I say one of my favorite shots is the shot when Carly motions the sensor.
Yeah.
And then in the second time she does it, you pop up. That's literally one of my favorite things to write was that scare, which I hope some people jumped because when we had the premiere, I saw one person like, ooh. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say a couple of my family members, they got scared during that moment. So good job.
I'm glad your cat got scared. I'm really glad.
Oh.
So there's actually a ton of questions I'm going down my list for Carly. So a lot of them has been answered in a sense. So I'm going to try not to ask all of them because, again, some of them have just been kind of answered with plus others. This is actually a good question for Carly. Did you add anything to Ruby that wasn't originally on the page from Elena Cruz?
Like lines? You mean added lines or anything?
It just says, did you add anything? So, I mean, you could have said lines or more of like how you took it from the perspective as an actor. So, I mean, either one.
Yeah. I didn't really add any lines necessarily. I pretty much stuck to the script for Ruby, but as far as like her character, um, I feel like I added a little bit within like the dances that she was doing. Just like the way I would like move my hand or like during certain shots. I tried to add like a little bit more than what was written on the page for like those in between dance moments. Yeah, I feel like I didn't really add like too much to her character, but I feel like the dance was like where I really wanted her to shine. So I would say the dance for sure.
And then I'll go ahead and this is kind of you've kind of answered it, so it doesn't be like a full blown answer. But the question from Marcus Hill was, what was the most emotionally draining scene for you to film?
Yeah, I would say the church scene for sure. Like my monologue is like a minute long. So to be able to like have to shoot that over and over again, I mean, we probably did like 7, 8 takes. It was a lot, but having to do that 1 minute scene over and like still look like I was upset and crying, like it was very draining, but at the same time, I was so proud of it, and that I was able to actually do it was really special to me.
I say that to give you even more credit, it's actually like a 3-minute monologue.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's like a
Wow.
3-minute. And I remember because
Okay.
Madison, I remember this. We made the monologue longer the week before filming
We
because
did.
we wanted to tell more of Ruby's story, but because it's a short film, we can't do like major flashbacks. For what we got, I thought was good enough, but I have seen some people talk about like they want to see more in flashback of Ambrose and Ruby and vampires in general. And so I will say the monologue, I felt like it's people always criticize in movies like the dumping exposition kind of stuff. That is the one time I did my very best to be like, hey, what can I have her say without being like, I ran away from home, I'm sad. So that was hard. That was hard to write, I will admit. Like, and that monologue was something that the original monologue, it was hard because it didn't leave much questions. So I felt like we tried to answer as much as we could in the time of a short film. So yeah. So those are a couple for Carly. There's plenty of more actually, but we'll jump over to Isaac. So Isaac, Connor Reed, what is something about Ambrose that the audience might not immediately notice?
I think the cool thing about Ambrose is there was a sense of a helping hand that he had. Like as a character, like you saw him being you saw him being a cool guy, you saw him being a vampire, but pretty much was what drove him to do everything he did to Ruby was a sense of he knew what she needed, what it took for her to really crack her shell and become the person that she wanted to be and what he believed she could be. So I think something that a lot of people might not really see about Ambrose is that he actually in his own twisted way is a caring person or entity. And he's kind of the guy that, the end justifies the means. So, he was in his own way helping out Ruby, which people I think can miss in the nuances of him tearing people to shreds.
This is a good follow-up question from Daniel Kim. They ask, what do you think makes Ambrose such a compelling or unsettling character?
One more time.
What do you think makes Ambrose such a compelling or unsettling character?
I think what I tried to do, because the part in the church when he's the vampire, what I tried to do was make him relatable as a person still. We did a couple takes where he was very monster-esque and very like supernatural, demonic almost, and we did another take where he was still very human-like, but just with the teeth and blood all over his face. And so we kind of merged the two for the final take, which is what ended up going in the movie. And so I think what makes him so honestly compelling as a bad character is that he was still very human. Like he was still there was still emotion tied to everything he did. There was still a driving force. He wasn't just killing to kill. There was a reason, and whatever that reason may be, he felt something towards that. And so I think that's kind of what makes him a little more interesting as a character than just, like random vampire with teeth are,
Yeah. And it's crazy because when I wrote the movie, we fully never thought Isaac would be the vampire right away because we wanted to include more of an audition process. And so when Isaac read, Madison and I were like, he might own the company, but this character isn't Ambrose without Isaac. So I mean, I just got to give it to you. Like, you made that character compelling, and I
Thank
feel
you.
like Ambrose
Absolutely.
should live on in a future project of some sorts. Ruby, she can just go suck blood, but
Okay.
All right, so let's do go through the live comments and anything, and then I got another set of fun questions, and we'll get close to wrapping this up pretty soon.
Cool. Still not a whole lot of questions. So if you're sitting here, make sure you're sending them if you want them to. If you want to
Yes,
answer.
please.
Binge with Nick says, if you ever want to come to Minnesota to make a slasher, I will be down. I would love a slasher winter film.
Minnesota. Why y'all got a lot of people dying over there? Every time I see a movie, it's set in Minnesota. There's crime everywhere.
Because I guess that's where you have to make a slasher movie.
I guess.
But yeah, if we ever end up somehow having the means to do that, we will let you know. Michael says, hey, everybody say hey.
Hey,
Hi.
Michael. Don't say hey to Michael. No one say hey to Michael. Michael, if
Okay.
you're listening, go away. Go watch a movie.
Question. Now the rest of them are questions. How Wheezy says, any full-length films coming up?
We really can't say much right now, but everything entertainment-wise is on the table. To just answer that as not giving you a direct answer. Just everything is on the table right now. Especially after the Ruby response. Especially after the response.
I will say we do have a lot in the works this year, not just coming out, but also going into production. And, the goal is to obviously always, make bigger and better things. So it's on the table, like Jacob was saying. So just keep an eye out. Leo asked a question. I typically wouldn't answer this kind of question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. As brown people, what are ways in which you don't see yourself in the popular horror movies of the day, and how are you working to change horror to see more people and more brown people in horror films? Appreciate that. I definitely think it is cool to see an Indian man as like a bad guy, a serious bad guy. I think I've told Jacob not to get like serious or anything, but I have told Jacob, like, typically you see Indian characters like the comedic relief or typecasted as some funny guy with an accent. So it was cool to not have to do that and actually get this kind of serious role and show, like you said in your words, a brown person in that spot. So I mean, it's just cool to be a part of it. It's cool to see. Hopefully it just keeps going. I mean, like the movie Monkey Man with what's his name? Dev Patel.
Dev Patel.
Yeah, cool movie, great action movie. Well, cool action movie. Just seeing him on that side of things, that was cool. So I mean, it's always cool to see, and it's definitely cool to be a part of.
All right.
That's all we got.
So we got some fun questions here. I believe all these were from Facebook. So, who is this? Who wants to? Oh, this is a fun question for all of us. This is a fun one. Who on set was most likely to break character during the worst possible moment?
Carly.
That was me.
I say we don't even
Yeah.
we don't have to say anything. She
Yeah.
laughed. I say yeah.
I already know. I have the most bloopers for sure.
Yeah.
What's funny is, and this is like a great compliment. No one, I haven't met anyone, any actor on any set. Carly is the king of them all. She remembers every line. Give her an hour on a script, she'll know the whole her monologue she did. I mean, it was like it was a week before we started filming, and she was like, I got it. So
Yeah, I memorized that in 20 minutes.
But when she had to stare at Isaac, she was all like, blah, blah, blah.
I think I am very professional on set. It's more of just like when I know the people I'm acting with, for some reason, I just like can't be serious. I don't know why, but
That is fair.
yeah.
We are all friends outside of this, so it
Yeah,
does make
it makes it a little bit harder.
yeah,
to
it
say
does make
characters
locking
sometimes.
in tough sometimes.
Also, before we move on, I just got to say, Leo over here with a great comment for Mr. Isaac King.
Leo says Isaac King is way too beautiful to ever play an evil villain or be evil. He looks like he should play the hot male lead in a Bollywood movie or any movie. I appreciate that.
That's really
that.
funny.
Thank you. I think so too. Just kidding.
All right. Natalie Brooks, shout out to Natalie. I know Natalie. She asked, "What's the dumbest thing that happened on set that almost ruined a take?" Well, I'm trying.
A lot of dumb things that happen on set.
Let's say a lot.
Yeah.
You're gonna see it soon in a special treat, but I will say, Carly has a very loud digestive system.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was really funny.
During a great shot of putting a bracelet on, all you hear is like it's just
yeah.
Also,
okay, that didn't like ruin the movie though, so it's fine.
No, definitely ruined that take though.
I don't want to spoil our little treat coming up, but also I'm just gonna say one word: the toilet.
Yeah, the toilet.
Yeah, the toilet.
Right.
But for Madison's sake, I remember when we were reading, Madison was like, "Jacob, I need you to leave the room." And I had to walk around my house for like 20 minutes while Madison's over here. Today's story.
Yeah.
That's why I stay behind the camera. I couldn't. No.
I will say we have a stabilizer that we use for some of the shots, and for some, like the stabilizer and the camera worked well together, but they're not meant for each other. So sometimes in the middle of a shot, the camera is a bit too heavy, so the stabilizer will just stop working and just like stop, like just shut down. And so we had to redo a couple of shoots over and over and over again because of that, which sucked.
Jason asked, "Was there any scene where you thought, yeah, this is going to be awkward to film?" I know my answer, but I want to hear Isaac and Carly's. I know my answer.
What did we think would be awkward to film?
Yeah.
Any of the bite scenes, honestly.
Yeah.
All the
I
bite
agree, because
scenes.
you're just like so close to like that person, like you're really on like their mouth is on your neck, and it's just like you're just so close to them.
Was it Carly or who spit on who?
I spit on Carly.
Yeah, okay, yeah, like Isaac, it was just dripping, and I was so like it was so gross, but I just like had to hold it together.
And that ended up not working. We didn't even use that take.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We had to say cut. We had to say cut, and Carly said, "Get off of me."
Yeah.
It's okay.
And the actress that played what's Katie?
Yeah.
Never met her until that day, and it was
it
was just awkward being that close to someone you just meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to put blood in her neck, and so I was like, "Hey, Caitlin, are you okay with like?" Well, we told her behead, like, "Hey, you okay with blood?" Blah, blah. She was cool with that. We literally had her stand in a shower. I'm just all like, "So what'd you eat for breakfast today?" as I'm wiping just blood all over her neck, whatever. And my answer though is the dance between Isaac and Carly.
Oh my gosh,
that was awkward.
That's my answer. I'll say that was awkward.
That was very awkward.
Isaac over here doesn't know how to do the waltz, and so Carly is trying to lead him. But if you know how to do the waltz, the male has
Guy's
to lead.
supposed to lead. Yes.
And Isaac's all like, if you watch the movie, it's in there. He's just all like,
I'm leading Isaac the whole time. It's really funny.
I was doing my best.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It looks cute. It's perfect. It's fine.
Yeah.
You get a nice shot of my Rolex though in one of those, which is nice.
You do. You do.
Here is a great question from Emma Collins. Yeah. Wow, I don't know why I didn't read that. Carly and Isaac, did you ever secretly judge each other's acting choices in a scene?
100%. 1000%.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
If we want the real answer, be spicy. What scene?
The bowl scene for me.
Which one?
The bowl, like at the very beginning of the movie where Ruby's pouring out soup.
Oh my gosh.
My gosh.
You know what, Isaac?
Your choices there were interesting.
Okay. Right.
Carly, what about you? Go ahead.
Honestly, I don't have like a specific example. There were just like certain things that Isaac could do, and I was like, okay, that's a choice.
Yeah. Again, we're all friends outside of this,
Yeah.
so it's hard not to judge each other sometimes.
Yeah.
If it makes y'all feel better, me and Madison, because it was that day we filmed the first church scene, it was just me and Madison behind the scenes. So me and Madison were judging Carly and Isaac when Carly cuts her
Oh
wrist,
my
whatever, and Isaac's all like, "Yeah, I'll give my number and everything." And, like I remember that day because me and Madison was doing sound, I had the camera, and you two just like. Because it's weird because you guys know each other, but in the moment you're trying to be like flirtatious, not like it's so
Right.
funny, and
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
It's pretty funny.
This is a question towards me, which I know I haven't done a lot of questions to me, but I want people to hear more from Madison, Isaac, and Carly because again, this is my channel. You guys know me. This is a question for me from Lewis. I that's all I got. Jacob, did you ever yell cut for a reason you now regret or were just panicking? I think Carly got mad at me on the last shot because even though I had to sit still, I had to be like a director and be like, hold it, Carly, hold it, hold it. And there's a take, it's not in the movie, but Carly's like, I'm holding it.
There is.
And then when I was acting in the movie, which I do regret, I unfortunately I fully wish I got an actor to play that part. I do. The scene where me and Carly have to after I bathe her, I guess, when she attacks me, you'll see in a treat that Isaac has to like hit me so I can have a reaction, and this motherfucker hurt me by like squeezing my rib cage and saying this will work, and it hurt.
I do remember that now. That's pretty funny.
I was just trying to make it work.
Yeah, so I still have plenty of questions, but we're almost reaching an hour and a half, and I feel like a lot of us have really answered a lot of like the deep questions, and there's still some fun questions and such, but the last question I got asked that is kind of a fun one, and I know I have some friends out there who've always asked me, and so I just want to give the floor to these three amazing people. What's your favorite horror movie? Madison, you may answer first because I know you know your answer.
You guys all know my answer. Psycho.
Good one.
It's a good one.
The original, the black and white. Which I don't think Carly's seen it.
I can't say I have seen that one. Now that I think about it, I don't think so.
Madison, we need to teach her things. Isaac, or Carly, what you got?
Honestly, I haven't seen that many horror movies. But I really like Abigail, of course, but I also really like the Scream movies. Again, they're not like super horror, but I do like the Scream movies. They're pretty good.
All right. I say that's a solid one. I definitely thought you were gonna go like Lisa, but it's all right.
You know what? I forgot about that one. I do like Lisa Frankenstein. I do like that movie a lot.
All right, Isaac.
Hereditary.
Oh,
wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
For years after that movie came out, I was just going around going, dude, that movie was great. Loved it.
So on a total side note, that is technically, like, if we're going technical, that was the first time I met Isaac when I worked at the movie theater, and Isaac went on a double date with like a group of people.
Wasn't a date.
And the person that I knew in the group was like, "Hey, it's my friend Isaac," and Isaac was like, "Hey," and it was just like, "Hey," and then like, you know, that was it.
Yeah.
But then we met again.
That's pretty funny.
We did on a set of a movie that had somebody else's movie. It wasn't even ours.
Oh yeah, that's how we really met, is like through a movie set. So I mean, that's how we really met. But
yeah.
But yeah, that was a question I got asked by a lot of people before doing the stream. So, but yeah, that's in the general sense, that's all the questions I got on my phone wise. But we are reaching an hour and a half. So, any more questions from live stream? Again, we want to appreciate everyone who's jumped in, who's asked a question. We really do appreciate it. We appreciate you watching Ruby. First off, we really did not expect this type of response, and we just want everyone to know that if you have an opinion on the movie, good or bad, we love hearing it. We really do. We love seeing the responses. We love hearing people talk about they get scared. Like I had a friend tell me she watched it and she was like, I literally felt like I saw like shiny eyes in my window. She was like, she thinks she saw like Isaac and Ruby. And so to know that we made a response like that makes me proud, but also it makes it like we left an impact. which is like that's pretty cool, guys. So
Yeah.
So yeah, if
Thank you,
anyone,
everyone.
I really appreciate it. So if Isaac, you want to take over any last few comments, we can do. You got it.
Yeah, I do have. I will run through a question because this doesn't take much time. But the last question we have in the chat so far is, "What's a horror you find underrated?" And I think 30 Days of Night.
Do any of you know what 30 Days a Night is?
No.
No.
Hey, View of the Jew, I got you. 30 Days a Night is solid vampire movie, just so y'all know.
Got it.
I have too many answers, so who has a good answer right now that could really...
I forgot the name of it, but it was a Netflix movie, I think, and it was like blowing up on TikTok because it was supposed to be like the scariest movie ever. But it was like, I think it was an Asian movie of some sorts.
Oh, the found footage one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that movie was pretty good, in my opinion.
All right, Madison, you got an underrated horror movie? I mean, me and you talk movies all the time, but is there one that you wish people talked about more?
I mean, I'm not a huge fan, but I think I'm
Nice. Madison, we love you. That's all I can say. Carly, what is your underrated horror movie?
Honestly, I don't know because I haven't seen that many. I mean, Lisa Frankenstein, I feel it's not like a super horror movie, but I feel like it didn't get the hype it deserved. Not just because I love the actors, but I feel like it was a good story, and I feel like not that many people talk about it. So I like that movie a lot.
okay. I like a lot of
Psychological thrillers. I think my
underrated film is
Hitchcock film called Rebecca.
Okay.
Oh.
I like that answer actually.
I love Rebecca.
Okay. So yeah, for me, I mean, guys, I review movies. Do I really have to answer? Like, come on, I don't need to answer. El Gato. Shit. I don't know, guys. I review movies all the time. What let's let the new people answer. All right. Next question, Isaac.
What are your favorite movies in general? Lion
Oh.
King.
High School Musical.
Shrek.
I'm so glad y'all want to know my friends' favorite movies. In case you don't know, Jurassic Park. But yeah.
Last couple comments. Leo says, "Congratulations to everyone on the movie. You guys should be absolutely so proud of yourselves and the work you created. A round of applause to you all. I hope that only bigger and better things come. We appreciate that very, very much." Justin Delgado, "You guys killed it on Ruby. Glad you had fun on the set. Keep doing what you're doing and get better with each project. Appreciate you, my man." Thank you. That is the dream. That is the goal. Yeah.
Leo, my AirPods died, but I think we're good now. Sorry.
We're good.
Cool. So for everybody watching, unless Jacob, you got anything else?
I does say this is just thanks again, everybody, thanks you, Isaac and Madison and Carly, for being here. I mean, heck, we've literally made Carly almost go in the dark nighttime.
It's okay. My plane actually landed early, but then it got a little stuck on the tarmac. So I sprinted out the airport to make it in time. But I'm glad I'm here. It was a lot of fun.
Appreciate you being on here. Madison, any last comments?
Thank you guys for watching. I think we all can say that we worked really hard on this and we're very proud of it, and more to come. The best is yet to come.
Oh, real soon,
Yeah.
guys. Real freaking soon.
So again, we have a little treat for everybody, so don't leave just yet. We have a last minute goodbye treat, and that is the blooper reel of Ruby.
Oh boy.
Yes. And the best comment, she's gonna watch the bloopers.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
For us, everybody on the stream, make sure you mute your mics.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, enjoy, guys.
I'm gonna.
How do you do it, Carly? Carly, Ruby, Frick.
Frick. Take 3, editor Jacob.
Ooh, is he cute?
think so. Forgot my line. Okay.
Just restart. It's okay. Jesus Christ, Jacob.
I can't. I'm trying to like.
Jesus. Dude, you're gonna do like Isaac, I want you to hiss. Vampire. Look how scared that is.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I'm sorry, I can't. Sorry. Oh my god.
Cut. And action.
Sorry.
Yeah, alright, I'm not doing it.
Where are you going? Come in here. I'm gonna show you how to close the door.
Does it look awkward?
Yes.
Okay.
You're ruining the shot, Isaac. Hey, Isaac, go put your contacts in. Go.
Bye.
Alright, ready?
I'm sorry.
Can you just like, not scream, but say like how I'm talking right now on that level?
Thank you.
Yeah, but still cutesy.
Okay. Totally get that. Up. Hey, would you like another one? Shut up. No.
I was like, I didn't do anything.
I was not ready. I wasn't ready. Bro.
Instantly.
There's no warning.
What? No.
You like pump fake in this one. No, I pump fake it.
What? No.
You gotta keep looking at me, bro.
I'm sorry.
Smile. I want to see the real you that you hide from everyone else.
I haven't danced in a very long time.
Sorry, restart. My bad. Wrong one.
Isaac.
My bad. I want to see that smile. I want to see the real you that you hide from everyone else.
Damn it, that was good too.
I'm sorry, Isaac.
Trust me.
Stuck.
It was so good.
Let yourself go. And I'll be right here. Every step of the way.
Cut. Say it like that.
You're mine. Let yourself go.
Yeah, you'll be alright.
Let yourself go.
Not that much trouble.
I can't. What is it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can't. I'm sorry. No, not my hair.
Free time. They need to shower.
Mother. What?
Spilling.
What?
It's like I didn't. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Ready?
No.
All right, I'm ready.
Two, one, action. Okay, what happened?
The way you scratched your
This is
nose.
random. Like 3, 2.
I felt like a sneeze coming. I was like, stop.
Sorry.
This is a genuine question. Should I? Or should I? Ah!
Not that.
Silent.
Ah!
Silent.
No.
Ah!
No.
Silent.
That's not me.
Dude, almost like a groan.
Like you're all the
Not
hair
that.
in your body just.
Like you're in. Like.
Ah! I don't like my leg going up, but yeah. Ah! I don't want my feet go up. I'm like, ee.
I bet it looks so cool.
I hope so.
Go back this way a little bit. Go back this way. More. More. Don't care for T-Buds. Go. Get aggressive. Mad at me. Arr.
All right, that's
Sorry.
It's 100% my fault. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you like that. I think. That's the bow and arrow one. No, it's not.
You got it.
Grab it. Oh my god.
No, thanks. This place is nice. Do you own this?
No. I wish.
Oh my god, there's a cockroach.
Let's go.
You did it, Cross. You personally, by yourself.
I did it all.
I can do this all night. I won't like.
That was my arm was getting tired.
All right. That was the blooper reel.
Gosh, it's so funny.
I honestly haven't watched those in a hot minute, and I forgot how funny some of them are.
Yeah. Shout out to Cross for staring at the camera for 20 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That reel will be releasing on the Monarch channel at 9 o'clock, right?
Yeah, about 20 minutes.
In about 20 minutes, so you could see that whenever you feel like it. But yeah, that was it. Again, thank you guys for joining. Thank you all for being here and for asking your questions and for the support that you've showed us. It has been honestly mind-blowing, the reactions we've gotten. So thank you guys very, very much.
I say that really, I feel like this is it. Like, we can close the book on Ruby, guys. Like, this is it. So Ruby's done. There's no more. For now.
For now. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you guys. I guess we'll leave it there. Madison, Carly, any last words?
Again, thank you guys so much for the support, and it was definitely a lot of fun to shoot and get to work with my friends. So can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys as well. All the support means so much, and I never would have expected Ruby to blow up like this, and this movie will always hold such a special place in my heart. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys on set next time.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely. Yeah, guys, keep an eye out on Jacob's stuff, on the Monarch stuff. We got a lot of stuff dropping and coming out soon, so keep an eye out for our future projects. So
Oh, very soon, guys. Seriously, just wait. Literally wait a couple days. You'll maybe a week. You'll know something real soon. Yeah, guys. Hope you guys subscribe to the channel. I'll continue doing movie reviews as usual, but go watch Ruby again if you haven't. And hope you guys have a great night. Hope you guys have a great day. And I will see you on my future movie reviews. As my usual, goodbye. Bye.
Adios, people.
Bye.